between the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders. Stadium. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. Now it's Wilson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, third and 5.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a third and 5.
Hey, 734.
To throw, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some... And it's intercepted! Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A toss left side for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 22 yards.
yards.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
6-18.
Carr now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Hey, we're good.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, a 23-yard run. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw his Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw again on second down. Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders' 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
29.
Carr going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good.
Here's Carr to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Ball again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing now is Carr. this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That is now 5 interceptions that he... Ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll give to Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
They come up on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew he was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Brings it on to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made
and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Josh Jacobs. A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
93. Carr now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Brings their line to kick off for the Jets.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, it's Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On play action, now Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.